Hey guys, welcome to series number 4 where BadShotGamingYT is now on offense. As you saw the last series, he gets that 3 and out, which is a great job on his part. He has a minute and 32 left here to score with ball on his own 19-yard line, 1st and 10. He still has his 3-0 lead. So as you can see right now, his opponent is in what looks to me like a quarter set or a 3-3-5 nickel maybe. And he's running quarters out of this. I actually looked at it in advance, so in this case I know it's a quarter set. Just looking at it pre-snap wise, guys, you see how far back the two corners are here. They're at even depth at about 8 to 10 yards there, so that usually tells you, yeah, that's probably quarters. At the only other, well, it could still be cover 2, it could still be 2 sync, or even just a regular 2 man or 2 zone where these guys would step up, but that's very rare that somebody does that. Looking at what Bad's doing here, Bad is running a flood to the right side. He is in a trips bunch set, as you can see, bunch wide in this case, and so you can see he's got the go route there with the number 2 receiver running the little arrow route, or almost like a bubble screen, but not quite, and then he gets the corner route here. Looking at it, to me, the big play here would be the corner route. The dig route, if he has plenty of time, will open up eventually, but to me, the first guy who's going to open up in this case will be that corner. What's going to happen here is, with this deep route going, this corner has to go with it. This guy here has to drop off deep to help out, just in case, because he could end up posting up, obviously, so he has to keep as deep as the deepest man in that case. This little, like I said, the little arrow flare, whatever you want to call this here, this guy has to worry about that now. Now, if he doesn't, here's the guy you're going to be reading anyways, guys. If he goes with the deep route, then yeah, hit that arrow now. If he starts to attack the arrow route here, or the flare, whatever you want to call it, the flat route, we'll say, if he attacks the flat, then yeah, you know, definitely you want to hit that corner route. The other guy who could make some waves here is obviously him. If he goes flat, say we get something to that effect, then you have to move on to your dig. Alright, so if you see something like that, but even if this guy is hitting flat hard, if you throw this right away, if you make a good read on this guy, you can throw this right away and he won't get there in time. He is just too far to the inside with as wide as these guys are. Now, the thing you could do to help yourself out in this case would be change the play and flip it to this side of the field. As you can see, he is on the hash here, so he's throwing it to the shorter side of the field. There's a little bit more space here. You get that extra, 7 yards or 10 yards in the NFL. I can't quite remember the actual dimension there. Yeah, there is more room this way, going to the left. But either way, I don't worry about that so much, generally speaking, because I like to be able to go both ways with it. I don't like to be hampered in by, some, honestly, I always call it semantic calls as far as that goes. A lot of people are worried about running into the boundary or throwing into the boundary, and that's what it's called when you go into the short side of the field, guys. I try not to worry about that so much, with most plays at least, just because I don't want to give myself too many tendencies of running a certain way. So let's go ahead and run this, and we'll see what happens, and then we'll discuss. So as you can see there, that outside backer comes. This guy is attacking right there. We'll have to run it a little further to see what that corner does. The corner is going. You see that safety, he's dropping off, trying to keep as deep as the deepest guys. And we get that corner out starting to come. Look at that. That is so beautiful and open right now. Now the problem is, this is what I discussed a little earlier. It's one of my pet peeves. In this case here, Bad decides to roll out when he doesn't have to. Alright, you see that, guys? This is a perfect pocket. Everybody is blocked beautifully. You have this back here to help out if anybody does come through. Just relax, chill out, have a cup of coffee, let your guys run their routes and hit it. Now, with him running outside like this, he gives the defensive end the opportunity to get off and break off the block and make a play, which is exactly what he does there. So, that's the coaching point in this case. Unless it's a design rollout and you don't have to roll out, I would say sit in the pocket. Some guys do love to roll out, but just realize this is the thing that can happen. Anytime you roll out, especially in when you're in pocket type pass pro, when you have when you're in a drop back pass pro, you're giving these defensive ends the opportunity now to make plays. And I know there's somewhat of a glitchiness to it as far as this goes. I noticed on PS4 it's not near as prevalent, say, as like PS3, which I play on. Like I've told you, I play my buddies all the time and on the PS4. So I do notice some differences. And so they do tend to have that fixed a little bit better with this game. In this case, that's exactly what's the case here. Plus, this is Tom Brady. This isn't, I don't know, RG3 or Tavares Jackson or, you know, Russell Wilson or any of those great running quarterbacks. You know, he's not the most mobile guy. So in this case, keep him in the pocket. He's a pocket passer for a reason. So that would be my thing. You sit in the pocket right there. You have plenty of time. You have that extra blocker just waiting for somebody to come free to help out with. So, and then right on the break, if he throws that now and hard, he's got that because this guy's going deep, so he's going with it. And you have the big play. So just be aware of that, guys. Obviously, grade-wise here, I have to give a 0 on both play success and doing his job. Because it was really his rollout that causes him the big problem there with the sack. Plus, that's giving up a big play, too, to be... Oh, it's not a sack. It's an incompletion, at least, so he's able to get rid of the ball. So no negative bonus, at least, so I'm glad for that. So just make sure, guys, don't roll out if you don't have to. You know, especially if you're using Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, something like that, you know, pocket passer. Sit in the pocket. Let them do their thing in there. That's what they're good at. And see that nice and wide open there. So, all right, we'll see you guys with the next play, guys.